All right, here we go. Fargo season 5, episode 10, the finale. Bring it home. Bring it home, guys. I'm begging you. I needed a teabag True Detective because they bothered me today. Wait, I said I was going to do it. All right, sorry. I didn't mean that. Teabag HBO. Hope they lose money over it. All right, here we go.
Cut, take from the top.
Poor, what's his name? Gator or some shit? He got wrecked by the fryer, but still alive. Alright, John Dutton's cavalry versus Cruella DeVille's cavalry, which I guess is the U.S. government in all their fucking law enforcement agencies and shit. Yeah, dang.
Federal powers versus state power. Or county power.
It's like, why would you even shoot? Why would you even, like, fight for that guy, bro? You go to jail if you live.
I know. This is a Game of Thrones start, by the way. Like, almost they want to... It's just like an epic so far, the start. It's not just a simple crime thriller thing.
Yeah, I like that. The music.
Yeah.
Good music. That was actually good. That's a score.
The OG, the real OG, this old man, bro. He's the real gangster.
Address, come through here.
You be calling me professor. By the time I get finished teaching you a lesson.
Whoa, God.
Oh, shit.
What's that?
I
I swear to God, if I gotta chase you, woman.
Oh, shit.
He's gonna shoot her.
Are they killing John Duttonham already?
Just give us a minute. Just give me a minute.
He's spitting blood, bro. He's...
She got him. No, he's gotta take the gun from her and escape.
You can't kill him yet, right?
FBI, drop your weapon! Drop your weapon!
No!
Yeah.
The hostage! I'm the hostage!
Damn, this guy resolved a little quicker.
Nah, there's no way he's running and getting away right now, right? There's no fucking shot. This fool's actually running, bro. The fuck out of here.
There's like 500 shots. Machine guns.
Oh, he's gone!
Where the hell is he running?
You can't now go get him. Please don't tell me they just ruined that moment. To where it's supposed to be her and him, like, isolated in their own moment. You're gonna die, black dude. Sorry.
He's gonna die.
You're dead, bro.
Drop the knife. What knife?
He's getting too close, bro. Pop him in the shoulder.
Destiny is at the other end of that tunnel.
I don't like what I'm seeing so far, story-wise. I'm not liking this. I'm a little scared. No, you don't need to bend down to do that, bro. Drop the fucking knife. Idiot.
Oh, he killed him.
You idiot.
Well, you called that. You called it.
Can't leave him. I don't know if he's dead yet.
He's not dead.
He might not die.
Gonna die.
Yeah.
Did he just stab him in the heart, bro?
Oh, yeah, he's
How'd
dead.
you
He's
call
dead. He's dead.
That
100% dead.
You called a long time ago.
You can't. That character does not. He doesn't have the right to go kill John Duttonham, bro. Like, that character's not allowed to.
No, it's her. It has to be her.
Yeah. We've seen Game of Thrones, so it doesn't have to be.
To be good, it has to be.
But they kind of ruined it by having her just walk up, shoot this fool,
Mm-hmm.
and then, oh shit, the cops are here. All right, I'll just run. Then he somehow gets isolated with the black cop, and just kills him.
I don't like that she met the guy in the last episode, said, be the tiger. She shot him now. She's acting like a little girl again.
Yeah. Hey, you're fucked, dude. What are you doing? That's the cops.
Yeah.
They're
but-
so far away they can't see him.
Yeah, they can't see him.
Come on, kid.
Yeah, they could see him.
Oh, shit, what? Oh, they were just behind him. But his redemption is Friar dude putting hot poker in his fucking eye. Right?
Yep.
Okay, when you ask yourself, what's going to happen to these characters, right? Why does it feel resolved in the first 15 minutes?
Your husband.
Yeah, it's bad, bro.
Which means something stupid's going to have to happen to make it all start happening again. Like before you start asking those questions again. Right? It almost requires that. You have 30 minutes left.
Whitfire.
He's gone.
Just to thank him.
He did. Because he chased a dude by himself, let him okey doke him.
Yeah, they're gonna do something stupid. But the one that didn't do that was Better Call Saul. They just dragged it on for.
That dude was gonna help your case.
This dude died for no reason. He killed himself, basically. Put the knife down. Like, yo, you don't need him to bend down and shit to do that. Tell him to just drop it right there. He's like, make me. Okay. Pop. Right in the fucking arm. It's like, now you have to drop it, right?
Cops are not allowed to shoot to live.
This guy has a knife in his hand? Are they allowed to shoot to not be stabbed?
Hold on. It's a stupid. Well, I get the logic behind it. You can't shoot to live.
Stop. No. Do not add your lawful shit into this TV show like that. Do not do that. Don't you fucking do that.
Florida.
How would someone know? What?
It's a TV show, bro.
Shooting him in the arm wasn't your attempt at shooting for the mass.
You're looking at this like it's real lawyers with real cops, and there's real consequences for it. Like, no. This is a story with characters where absurd things have happened. Remember you talked about the car scene where she gets hit by the fucking car? It's absurd, right?
It's a true story, so.
This is over, Joe.
No, it's not. Was that the resolution for all the shit that was built up? There's no way, right? Something stupid has to happen. John Hamm breaks out of jail or something, and
Right.
It's very subjective, the phrase, based on a true story.
Maybe the friar head tries to kill her.
why?
I don't know.
Why?
So you're okay.
Well, that was his job. He told her.
Yeah.
He based it in that episode. He told her like, "Oh, like I'm helping you
Shot him in the stomach.
for the moment." That's what it felt like.
I'm letting the
Maybe
tiger out. I'm letting the tiger out.
That's my girl.
Yeah.
I thought he said something like, "I wouldn't want to kill a tiger that's
Aw.
caged up." Something.
There.
Yeah.
At this moment, there's no need for the friar anymore. He should be done as a character. And then it fades to black as he's walking. Okay.
1 year
Okay.
later,
Okay.
John's breaking
Okay.
out.
Take everything I just said and throw out the fucking window.
John's
John's
breaking
breaking
out.
Said they're gonna do something stupid, right?
If he breaks out of jail, that would be, yes, incredibly stupid.
But that's the only option. You do 1 year later.
Whitley James Farr. Who's that? Is
Also,
that the black cop?
Would be on good behavior. Parole.
That's the black cop. Okay. He's on parole after 1 year
For stabbing another cop.
for murdering a cop
Something about anniversaries.
and also like fighting the FBI with a militia or whatever the fuck.
Here we go.
Here we go.
They literally just wrote that character in, standing over his grave. Like, fuck my life, bro. I think you should recognize what the fuck just happened right there.
He's wrecked.
Yeah, I'm a little wrecked right now.
Thing was rigged. Your so-called trial.
You should know, I'm the single largest donor to the Federalist Society.
Oh yeah. What do they do? Something with books?
They control the courts.
He tried to imply that he has a way out, like legally or something.
File for
It's like,
appeal.
bro, you walked out of a tunnel while
You're right.
there's a dead cop underneath
She
there. Like,
does have principles. Plus a little fresh cash each month in their commissary accounts. Vaseline.
Oh, he's about to get
bananas,
raped.
Sausages. That kind of thing.
Which prisoners?
You're his roommate.
That one, I think. And him over there with the scars. Oh, and all of the men on cell block D and B and A.
Yeah, the chili's on the stove, and then this
Bro,
just came
the
to the
fryer
door,
guy.
so he knows ya.
Sure.
I must be right.
God, I hope not. It's already bad that he's even here.
Told you.
He
This
needs.
does not mean the man is finished with her.
Oh God. Oh God. Why? You have no reason to be here, dude. You shouldn't even be in this episode at all. You handing her the gun like it's like a special magical weapon in a way. That's your ending. You walk away. You're done now. This better be some sort of life lesson. It's still shitty. I'll take it over
Finish
a fight.
our engagement now. The Arapaho, the Cree, and the Tonkawa.
The fuck, dude?
So he's a magic guy or something? Like,
Never having seen a mountain.
What are they doing?
This is bad.
You
It's
almost want him to kill her at this point.
He's like death
in there.
in Bill and Ted.
yeah. Yo, that's it perfectly. He's death from Bill and Ted, bro. Exactly.
Just a little honey.
Okay.
For a century, he spoke to no one.
An hour without talking. I mean,
Is this guy a fucking immortal?
yeah.
They're saying he's like 500 years old, something like that.
Bro.
You ever
Man does not sleep or grow old. He cannot die.
Immortal
He has
confirmed.
no dreams.
What they do to us? Make us swallow? Like it's our fault. But you want to know the cure?
Love.
You gotta eat something made with love and joy.
Well, it should be she poisoned it secretly. My special buttermilk. There's arsenic in it. No one else has eaten a biscuit yet. Just saying.
They're all in on it.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Look where we're at, Dubster.
From James Bond. He just dies.
Oh. Oh. Oh God. Oh. We knew something wrong was happening from the beginning. Like when you see John Duttonham, like at the very beginning where they had the son, right, with the blindfold on, right, because his eyes got wrecked, and you see him crawling around and shit. Like, okay, they're going for some epic build-up. Okay, everyone's ready to go. The militia's ready to go. The FBI's ready to go. And then the John Duttonham scene where Dorothy shoots him. And then after that, the FBI, the agencies, and the militia dudes all having a shootout with each other meant nothing. That went away. What do you remember from that? Anyone? Anyone? Do you remember that shootout scene?
I remember Dorothy hiding.
Yeah.
It wasn't epic, and it was
Was it there? Did you see it? Do you remember it?
the shootout was when she put her hands up and said, "No, I'm the hostage." The militia guys came around the corner and started shooting at the cops, and then it was over. Or shooting at the FBI, and it was over.
Yeah, it was over as in we didn't see it. It was over.
I heard 2 shots, and then I heard like 2 more in response, and it was over.
I think they were shooting for a minute while she was like sitting there hiding behind the little like column there for the porch or whatever. Right, and they were shooting back and forth, but we didn't see it. It was just there happening. Uh,
Yep.
Oh God. But seeing John Dutton hit like that early, that just spells like because it starts breaking your suspension of disbelief. Like, how's he gonna get away with this? Like, how's he gonna get out of here? Well, apparently he just runs first, gets away on foot somehow. Uh, gets to the underground. One cop chases him, which is the black dude, Whitley or whatever, chases him and stupidly gets stabbed when he didn't have to. I don't care what excuse you give it, Dubster. There's no reason for him to get fucking killed right there. It's like,
What
my
are you
God.
saying? Like I'm defending this shit, dude. You told me to watch this show.
You
You said it was good.
you said cops like, oh, cops can't they can't shoot to wound. They're not allowed to. And it's like that was your, I guess, excuse of how that whole scene played out, which is just terrible.
Oh, I'm just trying to give this show a chance.
We're in episode 10. We're in the season finale. Chances are already excused already. They've been used. They're used up. There's no more excuse. No more left. There's no more helping it. Now I get it. I do understand, right? The sense of symbolism in there, like, but to arrive at them is, don't you want something great in between that leads you to these moments, to where Cruella DeVille slides the smokes in front of him, and there's like I don't know what the symbol. It looked like a compass or a crucifix or something like that slid in front of him. Like, this is what you have to do. Like, this is your. I'll leave you with this. Here, take this thing. The pack of smokes. Like, oh, that'd be cool if it was like the end of the episode and we saw like a whole story with him before that. But they just basically just wiped him away. So that's it.
What are you talking about? He's Cruella DeVille set up for him to get ass raped for the rest of his days.
Yeah.
In prison, and she gave him one pack of cigarettes to buy it off as long as a pack of cigarettes could last.
Yeah, and she's gonna soak up his money so he doesn't have any commissary and on and so forth. The dude they built up as like some sort of superior kind of. I guess it was the dad of John Duttonham's wife. The way they built him as like more of a, he's kind of like a senior officer or someone important. John Duttonham just kills him off. Like, okay.
He didn't seem that important to me, but you kept saying he was.
The last episode, man, where he was like semi giving orders in a way.
Well, no, you said earlier in the season he was making phone calls and there was somebody on the other line, and you made it seem like it was that guy.
No, did I? No.
Yeah,
It was when
'cause
they were in the car
I
together.
didn't even know who that guy was.
They showed us earlier that he was John Duttonham's wife's dad.
Father.
Yeah, earlier, but I guess I spaced on it. But your auto tune. But yeah, there was a scene earlier in the season where they're all in the car, and the old man's like, "Yo, shut up," talking to his daughter, and then he's like, kind of semi giving like orders, or like he's not some fucking flunky of John Duttonham. He's like, he kind of stands on his own. At least they were like, implying that a little bit, but it ended up not being important anyways because he just dies. Jesus Christ. Why do all this with these characters? And then is this Friar dude, is he immortal or something? Maybe you're going with something with that, but it seemed too abstract for me to even pick up on like where you were going with that character or the resolution for that character along with Dorothy and her family. I don't understand that either. I mean, their whole little family life in the kitchen baking fucking biscuits took up the majority of the episode. And I'm like, for what? Like, Oh shit! This does not make this the worst show on TV. It doesn't do that. It doesn't Game of Thrones where it just absolutely turned it on its head to where like this is the worst ending ever. It's just a non-ending for me. It's just this wasn't a conclusion to me. Yes, they closed storylines up, right?
I cut out for all that. You weren't talking to me, right?
No, I'm just talking in general.
Okay.
They closed up Gator, John Duttonham's son. They closed up his storyline, right? He's gonna go to jail and all that shit. John
But
Duttonham, they
redemption.
closed up.
I predict redemption for him. I was right.
Oh, come on. You could see redemption, but it's like he's lost. I think we were still looking for him to get like murked somehow.
There was no epicness to this, is what I. It was where she could have been like she finished him off. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
Where the son's redemption could have been significant. It was lame. The friar guy, if you're gonna bring him back, do something different than that.
They should not have brought him back. He should have been done. I thought it felt like when I said like, oh, it is feeling like Game of Thrones because there's that element of like because the friar dude gave her that rifle, right? And no, it's not medieval style Game of Thrones thing where there's a magic sword that can fuck everyone up. It's not Excalibur or whatever the fuck. It's just a rifle, but it like signifies like some sort of mysterious character passing something along to the hero character, and then she does something with that item, that special item.
Sure.
And I guess she just shoots stun on him. He runs away, and then that's it. She doesn't confront him again,
Even that
right?
was bad. Even that was bad because off camera, she sneaks back into the place and she finds the girl she knocked out, woke her up, and then got her to run around a corner.
Yeah. John Dunham's wife is what you're saying.
Hey,
Yeah.
be bait for me real quick.
as soon as she pulled the trigger and hit him in the stomach, I was like, "Up, that's it. This is not looking good." I knew it from that moment because how do you recover from that? Only stupid can fall from from there on out. Like, it has to be something magical and stupid that's out of place and shouldn't be there.
Right. They weren't gonna have her execute him.
So it's like the FBI and the cops and shit have every angle covered except for that one angle where John Dunham can climb the little porch banister and run away and get underground. It's like, well, that's kind of stupid. That's super stupid.
Yeah.
Then he gets enough time isolated with this one cop, the only one who chases him, to kill him. And then he gets caught by the cops after that whole dramatic scene and all that.
He's running a football field away to get to the tunnel.
Yeah, he's running a distance to get to the tunnel, and then going through the tunnel is a distance. And they're just sitting there waiting for him. Like, yo, no one went in there. This dude called him on the radio. No one showed up. They waited till he crawled out of there and they were just waiting there for him. Like, come on. I don't know what to call it either because it seemed on purpose, right? You could kind of tell when something's just like lazy. It seemed on purpose. But, I mean, certain things seemed lazy, right? Like, okay, hey everyone, we want you to hate John Dunham. He'll say key political things out loud, right? He'll say those things to make you hate him, and then you just get rid of. You feel good about getting rid of him, whether he's in jail or you kill him.
I figured it out. I figured out what happened.
Yeah,
this is the true story that happened, and this is how it happened. So,
no, stop. This dude, they even had the goal to make it seem like that dude murdered 2 people. He murdered a shit ton of people. But I'm saying in that moment when the FBI are on his property looking for him, he killed 2 people during that. Right? He killed the dad of his wife, and he killed the black police officer. and he has the goal when he's going up to do the visitors shit with Cruella Deville. He has the goal of like, I can get out of here. And she's like, no, I pay the Federalist. I pay like I have
Of
all
course you can.
the judges and all that shit in my pocket. Like you don't need that. He clearly did that. There's no way around that. You can't break my disbelief to where this dude is isolated with a cop in that little tunnel, stabs him in the heart with a knife, has blood all
No.
over him from it, and then just
His
gets out.
only
And
out his only out is escaping.
yeah, literally, which he's not going to do, obviously.
Yeah.
It's over. Like,
No.
these are anthology show. It's over. He's in jail,
Yeah,
getting tortured.
This is close to Game of Thrones bad, man.
It's not the epicness level of Game of Thrones to where like it's so big that the fall is just that much greater. But
No, I mean,
writing
but
wise,
it's a complete failure.
I think it's a failure of an ending. Yeah, I agree with that. But there's no reason to write books about this shit. There's no reason to write.
Nope.
Do 10 million videos on how bad it was. There's no reason to do any of that. Maybe that's a worse fate. Maybe.
It's like glad I got to see it. Now it's over.
There was a trend happening. Like the last episode, I'm like, oh, this is their worst episode. I called it, but you know what? It can be somewhat forgivable for the sake of, crazy conclusion or like epic conclusions. Okay, we're doing this kind of filler style episode in order to build up storylines, in order to have a crescendo at the end. So you walk away like, okay, I actually watched something. That's subtext included, like some sort of quiet narrative of something that you think is important as far as the artist goes. But yeah, guess what? It'll be hard to see that if you fuck your plot up so badly. And when you have John Dunham in jail less than halfway through the fucking episode, like, well, guess what? Guess what's going to happen? Now something stupid has to happen to make up for it. And apparently this immortal friar sin eater dude, which I thought was just some sort of quirky like in between story, was an actual flashback, I guess, of the dude's life. I guess that was the conclusion they went with. He's
What, he had a flash? When did he have a flashback, and what was it?
There is a flashback of this dude, which at the time I assumed was like, okay, this is like some past relative or just some quirky storytelling type of thing, where he's in like
it was like pre-modern day.
Yes, and he was just a hungry dude, like he was explaining in this episode. He was just a hungry dude, and he ended up eating this other dude's sin. Right? It's a bunch of like big wigs, like, oh no, eat a sin, please. They don't say that, but they're like, oh, just eat more. Here you go. And there's just dead body in the room, and he has to consume all of his sin or something like that. I was just like, okay, this is just a weird storytelling thing, but it ended up being the most important story of the show itself, right? And then, like, hey, you don't have to eat sin forever. How about you eat some love? Because we put love in these biscuits. So eat these biscuits and you'll feel love. And I guess that's what happened. And I'm like,
eating is everything.
So I'm like, hey guys, someone please come tell me how that is some sort of like, oh my god, deep storytelling. What the fuck? Blew my mind. Oh fuck. Someone tell me how that's the case.
So deep you couldn't find it.
Like, someone please explain that to me. how that's what we just fucking witnessed. He ate love in a biscuit. I like, those are cool themes. It's just you can actually make them something like to where it can actually hit the viewer. That shit is not working for me. What we just saw is not working for me.
Did you after the last episode, did you call OCB and tell him not to watch?
No. Because I thought
so he's watching this shit and like, what the hell is this?
I viewed it as build up. Now if it gets mentioned, I'll be like, there's no reason. You can stop here. If I talk to him, I'm like, yeah, you just stop there. You're good. No reason to see more. But at the same time, I'm a little sinister like that. I'll let him watch it and get wrecked on his own. But all right. That's the conclusion to Fargo season 5.
What a great conclusion.
I'm gonna once again on a TV scale. Fuck, man, that ending sucked ass so fucking hard, man. Golly,
You were gonna rank it, and you just didn't.
No, I'm gonna rank it. It's definitely like the core of the show. The majority of what I've seen is definitely above average, well above average. But good God, the tail end. Oh boy, I'll give this show a. Endings have to be there, man. I want to give it a good score, or not a good score. I want to give it like an average to above average score, but the endings are so key. So you left me with no choice.
You can't.
7.3, 7.2, 7.3.
What?
Yeah.
What? I can't believe you.
The beginning and middle of the show are so well done. They're legitly well done. But they lead you to nowhere. Thus, it's like, what were you doing that whole time? So as clever and as interesting as those episodes were, your ending is so important to tell me your overall point, your overall story, what you were going with, that you envisioned from the beginning, because this guy is not just shooting a pilot and saying, hey, please accept my show. Like, no. This guy has a reputation, and he's been making these things for a while. This is his 5th fucking season of fucking Fargo. So, this isn't a test
here's my
trial.
Question. Do you judge each painting on its own, or do you judge the painting on the history of the artist?
I judge it on, you give me 10 paintings, I'm judging it, and it's all by one guy, and this is all considered season 1 or season 2 or season 5, whatever. If this is all one big story through your 10 paintings, I'm judging you as a totality of all of it. So there are elements here that are not being recreated as far as modern television goes, and they're really good. But guess what? Your ending is key to where you go from something where it's like average to now you're below average. And the only reason you're even there is because of the beginning and middle of what you did.
No, I'm talking about he did all 5 seasons, right?
I think so.
So
I think he's the main writer.
Essentially, there's 50 paintings, but each 10 are not related to the next 10.
There's only a quiet thread between all of them, and it's not just There's only a quiet thread between all the seasons, and it's not just location, right? Because the location is North Dakota, Minnesota, that type of shit, right?
So there is interlink.
A little bit, but not really. The interlink is more of a, not just a stylization, but like a vibe. There's a core vibe of the show that I think is a thread between all of them, right? And obviously the genre and the location and all that shit.
It's like it's his watermark.
Essentially. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, a lot of shit reminded me of, what's it called? What's the superhero shit called? Fuck. It was on FX too. Legion. Reminded me of Legion, and I ended up finding out that this guy made Legion. And Legion, once again, really good as well. Ending, a little bit of a fall off there too for that shit. But I would think a superhero thing would be a little bit easier to manage because you can just work off stereotypes and cliches at that point. Something like Fargo is a little bit more of a unique type of thing. So maybe he just, in my opinion, struggled to end the show, even though it was kind of a layup of what you do. But maybe he wanted to be different and it ended up not tasting so well. He experimented with his ingredients.
If it's a layup, he fucking missed.
Yeah, I think he missed as well. But there's still the core, like the core. You can see the talent, the core talent of the writer in the show, and that's why it's below average because of that ending, but it's it's a lot higher than where it would be normally if a show ended like this because of the core stuff. So there you go, 7.3, 7.2. That's where I'm at.
All right.
You missed like a lot of the show, right, upstairs? So you showed up late.
I've missed the first 3 episodes.
Okay. Do you want to grade based
Of
on
this
what you've
season.
seen, or do you want to pass on?
I mean, I guess he's connected stuff to stuff I didn't see, and that's kind of his ending with the Friar guy.
Yeah, but trust me, it's to me kind of dumb. Like that, there was a place for that, but it should have been half the time and earlier in the episode, and then, or maybe not even this episode. It should have been like 1 or 2 episodes ago where we see this.
And you should just had it to where, I don't know, man. Maybe he's like, I don't want to be a social justice warrior. I didn't want to be the woman is a badass kind of thing.
But
Because
you don't
he's
have to
seeing
do
that.
that. First of all, it's should be just, in my opinion, with the way they built Dorothy up. Like, oh, she's just a hero. Period. Like her style, like there's nothing to do with her fucking power slamming, 250-pound men. Like I don't need that. It's about the core character, which stays there. It stays there. Like that did not fall off at all. She's still that core hero, right? Even the ending scene with the friar dude, like she stays that hero thing, right? Heroes don't always have to mean fucking ass whipping. It can be something like love. But imagine that scene happening an episode or 2 ago, right? Let's say she escapes John Dunham's, right? And then this dude's like, oh,
Well,
you take a hold on. You take a parcel of flesh. I need to take a pound of flesh, and then this scene happens to where she fucking shows him that it isn't all like some sort of moment where the hero changes someone's mind, changes their outlook on life because they're using something powerful than them, like something like love. Like, oh well, we cook this with love. Enjoy this, and then he changes character, and then and then at the end of that episode, he's like. It's like, you are worthy, tiger. Here's your special weapon, which is some sort of rifle or something. Or maybe. And then she's like, I know what I have to do. I have to go take care of this John Dunham motherfucker, or he's going to abuse people for the rest of it. Like, he's going to get away with shit. And then people send people in to follow her in because, like, no, you can't do this. We'll send in backup. But will it be too late? You never know. Wait till the last episode. You'll find out. Like come on. There's simple ways to do this.
What I'm getting at is, for one, it made the Friar character more important than John Dunham.
Well, maybe they wanted to like. Let's be real. The John Dunham had a social message as far as what the character represented throughout the entire show. He had that with him, right? Even the funny moments, it's still there, right? Like like a Trumpian type of thing, or a Trump follower type of thing. So maybe they were like, we're not going to give him any type of glorious moment. We're just going to take it away from him, and he's just going to be tortured in jail for the rest of his life. They probably, if I had to guess, something smells like they were just going to go with that, and that's how they treated the character. Does that make sense?
Well,
like you represent this. That's we're going to treat you like this. No glorious ending for you. Just
it makes sense that you're saying that and like trying to get that, but it is not how it worked out in the storytelling this in any sense.
It did though. It did kind of.
No.
Yeah, it did.
No. Listen to me.
Good.
In any sense, John Dunham is more of a character than Friar is.
Yes, true. But if they say John Dunham's just he's an asshole, then they want to treat him like an asshole. Like, no, you're not going to get some glorious ending where the hero kills you, and it's like, oh my god, because he would be a part of the glorious moment.
Do that. You don't do that in these kind of movies. It's bad writing to do that.
To do what?
You go like that. What you want
Like
to
what I just
do is
said?
yes, what you want to do is you want to have the good guy versus the bad guy at the end. That's
That's what I'm
simple.
saying. That's what I'm saying. That would be a glorious moment for even the bad guy.
Which is good writing.
Yes, but maybe they wrote the character to represent something they see in real
Which
society.
is bad writing.
Okay, if they write the character to where it's something that represents something in actual society, and they're like, yo, fuck that guy. All he's gonna get is fucking ass raped in jail and beat up every day because he abuses women and he thinks he's the patriot and all that shit, but bullshit. He's just like he just gets shit on. Like we'll just make sure this guy gets shit on without a glorious moment. No beauty, just you saying you're gonna be in jail for the rest of your life and you're gonna be tortured for the rest of your life. And Cruella Deville will buy up all the fucking cell blocks and all the prisoners if she has to get them to fuck with you for the rest of your life.
Okay, let me
That's a
explain it like
hold on. That's a Quentin Tarantino thing, right?
let me explain it like this.
Okay,
You know the show we're watching, Percy Jackson. It's about Greek mythology, and this kid's a demigod.
sure.
Okay, so it's kind of going through the introductions of the gods and stuff, and they're on a tier system. There's the demigods, which are half god, half man.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're just above humans.
Okay.
It's like a pyramid. And then above them are like the lower gods, the descendants of the top tier gods. Like they had sex with another god to have a child,
Sure.
but they're still pure god.
Sure.
Then you have the actual top tier first generation gods. And then you have the top of the pyramid, the three brothers, Poseidon, Hades, and Zeus, and then on top of all that, it's Zeus. So
Sure.
let's say you start walking through all these characters and you're doing battles with them and everything, and that's what you're doing is you're doing battles with every single one of them, and then you get to the end and it's going to be a whole episode about you versus Zeus, and that's what everybody's expecting, you versus Zeus. Well, you
Sure.
nick Zeus with your fingernail, and then you know what? For some reason, you're going to go back down to you're fighting a human. Like, what? Who cares? Why was the epicness of fighting Zeus not your fucking point?
I understand.
You introduce it like I'm gonna get to where the ultimate fight is against Zeus.
I understand, but if you look at a movie like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, here's my counter to you. This Once Upon a Time in Hollywood by I think it's written and directed by Tarantino, or it's a Tarantino film, let's call it that. Right? To where they had the Manson
Is that
murders,
the one
right?
with Brad Pitt,
Yes, Brad Pitt, DiCaprio, all these motherfuckers, right? To
Bruce
where
Lee?
it's about the Manson murders, right? And
Okay,
instead of giving this glorious moment, right, on screen, it would look like a glorious moment to where the Manson murderers, like the actual cult motherfuckers, like they have a big struggle, right? It's a big action sequence, and there's knives and trying to stab people and all that shit. Instead of giving them that quote unquote glory, Tarantino's like, just wipe them out. Like, have Brad Pitt go in there, beat the fuck out of them, and we move on. Like
you
they
mean like
they, they look like the Three Stooges. He's beating the shit out of them so badly. He just fucks them all up and
oh,
gets them out of here.
okay.
To where that's make believe, right? That didn't happen
What
during the Manson murders. What?
did it make it good?
For me, no. But
Hello.
hello, can you hear me?
Okay, then. So you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, so we're seeing that that's not working.
Okay, but if someone has a perspective or an opinion on something and they feel this strongly about it, to where it's like, this piece of crap doesn't deserve any type of glory, you're not. This isn't good versus evil. Like Dorothy versus John Duttonham. Like it's not. It that's not the we're not going to give him the glory moment of being the devil versus God or Jesus. We're going to give him nothing. And then the real battle is someone like Dorothy who's come through some crazy shit to be able to show someone how to love again, which is what she does with the friar dude. Right? The dude is just all about, who's been all through types of pain and torture and a sin eater. He sees the darkest of the dark, and she shows him how to love something. So even though me personally, even though me personally, cinematically, does not, like, that's not my pick of the year of what I would want to see. I'd rather see the good versus evil battle, personally. But if someone does that, like, I see what they're doing. I'm not gonna applaud it and say like this is the right way to go, but maybe that's just what they do. Just like the Tarantino shit, where you start changing history around for the sake of fuck those guys, they deserve nothing.
And I didn't see the build up for that either. So that's another the Friar storyline being significant. It wasn't even significant, and that's what I mean.
He wasn't that significant until that last scene. He wasn't. He was like he's like the magical Negro. He's fucking Bagger Vance, bro. Like, he's like that, where he just passes on little lessons as he says very quiet quotes here and there. He's not like the main person we're supposed to be focused on. But I guess this guy said, like, yeah, I guess he is. Right? Not saying I'm like, yeah, that's the way to go. Do that. No, not at all. Not for me. Not for what I want or what I want to see. But that's what they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't like it. That's what I'm saying. I don't like
it either. Even if they wanted to do that, I think there's a better way to do that.
That puts my ranking probably around. I gave fucking Lift 4.4, so 5.5. I'll give this 5.5.
Ironically, that's what I gave Lift. 5.5. Ironically. Jesse, Anthony, you guys want to add anything?
I'll give this a 7.5.
7.5? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that on your personal scale? Is that average, or is that above average? Is that below average?
It's a little bit above average.
Okay. And I'm guessing
but not like just made over average.
Okay, and I assume that you have that average, have it slightly above average because of the shit we saw before these episodes. These last couple episodes.
The first 3 or 4 episodes were A plus.
They were so good that it still kept the show from falling to the bottom.
Yeah, it carried the bullshit that we just saw.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, it's still, Game of Thrones is still epically, their ending is so epically bad that it actually does. I mean, I still give them, like, if I said rate the show Game of Thrones, I'm going to give it an above average grade. Just from the epicness that they built up.
Game of Thrones is like an 8.
Ridiculous.
I'm giving them a fuck you, try again.
And they will try again. You watch, they will try again. Jesse, I don't know. I know you watched the earlier episodes with us. If you're here, do you have like a, maybe not a score, but do you have a, hey, I recommend this, or I like the way that ended. I like the way it ended. I hate the way it ended. Anything you want to input? If you're there. He's not there. Okay. What? Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm past.
You're bowing out. Understandable. All right.
No, he said he didn't see it.
I thought he saw the earlier episode.
Until this episode.
No, he was here for some of the early ones. Maybe not all the episode, but I think he. Yeah, that's not fair. If he only caught portions of the earlier stuff, but whatever. All right, there's our scores. That is the conclusion to Fargo, unless there's another episode, which wouldn't make sense at all. I don't think there is. I checked, but you never know. Nah, there's no way. There's
what
zero
else
chance.
is there to say?
Yeah, I know.
What else is left?
I'm telling you, when I saw John Duttonham shot right there on that porch, I'm like, it's over. This is not gonna go well for what I want.
They're gonna flash to 5 years from now. John Dutton's done getting raped and he breaks out.
It's over. It is over. All right, there you go. That is the conclusion of season 5 of Fargo.